All right, we thank each and every single one of you for your attention in this co-creative transmission. As always, it is our civilization's highest joy, passion, excitement to be able to speak to all of you through the channel. We will now begin to describe to you a little bit about some of the energies that are related to your upcoming year of 2021. As you move into 2021, understand that your experience will be, in a sense, a split-off parallel reality experience, where you will be splitting into a version of reality that represents the energetic momentum you have been growing. And you will see that momentum playing out, reflecting to you through your collective. And you will essentially be splitting into a new parallel reality version of Earth that represents more of what you prefer. Other individuals who spent their time planting seeds of fear, planting seeds of division, will experience more of those energies in a different parallel reality on a different Earth. Now, because the splitting is still at the earlier stages of its unfoldment, the realities will still be able to communicate. The realities will still be able to observe one another, but it's almost as if they are moving further and further and further apart. They're drifting further and further and further away. Knowing this, you have the ability to present to individuals positive examples that represent love, that represent joy, that represent passion. So even though individuals on other Earths that you can still observe may be going through things that are negative, may be going through things that are challenging, they will have the opportunity through you to observe the positive energy, to observe the positive example, so they can choose that and actually make the shift themselves into a more positive parallel reality version of Earth that's more similar to what you're creating for you. So this is a gift that you have the ability to offer all individuals. And it's almost as if you are acting as an ambassador, an Earth ambassador for your unique version of Earth that you are growing, that you are cultivating. Remember, you are technically the center. You are the center, not just of your life, but of your entire reality. In other words, every reality is supported by its center. Your consciousness is that supporting center. So you can use that center point to your advantage to shift whatever it is within you that you prefer to shift, so you can experience greater changes in your collective that represent your preference. So you can experience greater changes in your communities that represent your preference. And right now, as you become more familiar with that center point, that is your energy, you are also becoming more familiar with your tools of co-creation that can enable you to continue to masterfully mold and sculpt and shape your frequency and your reality experience that you support with your energy being the center point will then shapeshift, so to say, metaphorically speaking, to match that change. So no matter what things look like in 2021, we remind you of this center point. And the more familiar you are with the center point, the more you will receive the guidance, the more you will receive the information, the more you will observe the synchronicities that represent the expansion into the direction that you prefer. To be in your center, all you must do is be in the moment. Think of it like this. You have the idea of the past, you have the idea of the future, and in the center, you have the idea of the present. Of course, the past and the future are simply different frequencies of the present moment. To you, you experience the idea of your position in space-time as being a center point between past and future. So when you live in the now, when you live in the moment, you're occupying your energetic center. From that state of being that represents presence, being in the moment, go into a state of joy, go into a state of love, go into a state of excitement. And from there, observe the options that you have the ability to act upon. Choose the ones that are most exciting with no insistence of what they need to do. Simply select them, take it as far as you can take it, and then select the next most exciting option. If you ever feel that you are at a loss for which options to take that represent your passion. We remind you, go back to the archetypes. Go back to the idea of the different types of character themes that exist within your stories. And pay attention to the character themes that really resonate with you. Imagine you are that character. What are the options of passions that you're exploring as that character? This can clue you in to the different options of passion that are available to you as actions, because we remind you, it is the actions that you take that crystallize the idea of the underlying energies that you're using. And it is the actions that you take that allow for you to experience that densification of those energies in a way that really shapeshifts and molds your reality experience in a way that you prefer.